Today I'm going to be making Fiesta chicken. This is a Crock-Pot recipe. It's under the section that has chicken and turkey, and so I just thought Fiesta chicken sounded really good. This is a Crock-Pot, a recipe book that you get with a Crock-Pot. So it originally came with the 2008 Sunbeam brand Crock-Pot, and I bought a bunch of used cookbooks from Half Price Books, and this was in those, like somebody had it with their recipe books because they probably got one of those Crock-Pots, and so Half Price Books ended up with it, but I ended up with some recipes here. So for Fiesta chicken, you need 1 tablespoon of oil, which I have already put in a pan, and I have my pan heating up right now. So it is a Crock-Pot recipe, but you're gonna be using a skillet as well. So there's 1 tablespoon of oil in there. I'm just using vegetable oil. You need 3 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast cut into 1-inch pieces. So Kevin has cubed those for me, basically bite-sized pieces. You need 1 onion chopped, and I'm using a red onion because that's what we had, but yellow onion's fine. You need 1 green pepper chopped, which that's this pile right here. You need 1 jalapeno pepper chopped. You need some garlic. You need 3 cloves of garlic minced, and I go ahead and buy the minced, and so that's 3 teaspoons is 3 cloves of garlic. You need a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin and 1 teaspoon of oregano, and I put those on the same little dish because they're going to go together anyway. And then you need 1 14-ounce can of Mexican style diced tomatoes. Now, Kevin and I scoured the shelves at Walmart looking for something that said Mexican style diced tomatoes. Nothing that we found says Mexican style on it.
They had some with green chilies, but that was it.
Right. So this is a great value, 14.5 ounce. So you get a 1/2 ounce more than what you need. But this has onion, celery, and green bell pepper, and I thought that sounds safe. That's safe to buy, and so that's what I got. But if you know of one that actually says Mexican style, you can feel free to leave the brand name below. But the first thing we're going to do, so we're heating up our oil, and we're going to cook our chicken pieces until they're browned. And then we're going to drain any oil that's left. We're going to drain the oil off after this is browned. The chicken is cooked. There is no pink in it whatsoever. But it's never going to get like crispy or anything like that because it's in all this water. So we put that oil in it, but it also made a lot of water. So what we're going to do is we're going to drain the water off. And then I'm going to immediately put this in the crock pot, but then we're going to be using the skillet again. So the same pan, I just drained the chicken out. And so you want to add your onion, green pepper, and jalapeno, as well as your minced garlic. And you want to let these fry until they're cooked. So the color will change. The green color, like in the bell pepper, will not be as green. It'll be a muted color. And then the onion should get like a translucent, and you'll know when it's cooked. So this is the chicken. Like I said, I let it drain. And it still has some water in it, just so you know. You're always going to get that. So while our peppers and stuff are cooking on the stove, we can go ahead and add our can of tomatoes. And then we can go ahead and add our cumin and oregano to the crock pot. And I have my crock pot on high. And so I'm just going to put the lid back on this until our peppers are done, just to keep it warm. So this is cooked. That jalapeno, you can really smell.
It's strong.
Yeah, I'm gonna add this to my crock pot, and you can tell, like I said, the color is not near as green as it was before. So I'm going to stir this in. Stir it all together. and I'll read you what the cookbook says. It says, add all of the ingredients to the crock pot and stir, cover, cook on low for 8 hours or on high for 4 hours. So I cook everything on high in the crock pot. Very rarely have I ever used the low setting. I usually use either warm or high. There's usually not the in-between. So I'm going to cook this on high, covered for 4 hours, and then we'll be back. This has been cooking for about 4.5 hours. I only stirred it one time, and so it looks good. It does have a lot of water in here though. So it's wet is what I'm trying to tell you. So we're just gonna put it in a bowl because I don't know how they intend for you to eat it, but that's just how we're going to be trying it, is in a bowl. But it looks really good. Okay, I find this recipe odd just because it doesn't recommend you put it over rice. I think this looks like the type of thing that you would put over rice, or that you would put in a tortilla, or that you would do something with, you know? It's like a
taco out of it.
Yeah, it's like this is the base, and now what are we gonna do with it? So we're gonna try it the way it is, but then we have some other things we might do to, we'll just see. We'll see how this goes. All right. It just seems odd that they didn't suggest anything.
Got a good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's mostly chicken and peppers, but it tastes good.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's bad. It tastes bad. I think it could use, for me, a little bit of taco seasoning.
Yeah.
It needs
a little spice or something.
Yes, it's missing some chili powder. It's missing some of that salsa flavor, and you know I should have gotten some of that out of the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Bob.
I will do that.
With this cheese.
Kevin has some cheese. There's some left in this.
You can get that.
Okay.
Come on, little cheese.
Okay, we don't have any taco sauce, but we do have the paste picante sauce.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we do. Okay.
The taco sauce will definitely add some kick to it.
We do. Because most times I really like taco sauce. So we have the Ortega taco sauce, and then we have paste picante. And then we did bring the cheese over here because we didn't know if it would be good with cheese. It just gives no suggestions or anything.
That is what I thought. Yep.
So it just needs a little jazzing up. It's just kind of plain the way it is.
Yeah, like I said, it's chicken and peppers really more than anything. I don't even get jalapeno, honestly.
None. Well, that gave it some flavor. We also have some Tostitos scoops.
Yeah.
And
that's good too.
Because we were like, gotta have something with it.
It's really good with the corn chip because the corn chip adds that crunch factor and it adds that corn flavor.
Do you like it with cheese? Didn't make any difference?
No, if I put a lot more on there, but it really didn't make much difference. I like it. I think the tomatoes and the peppers and the onions and all that stuff is basically the same thing as this. It's just that these have a little more oomph to it.
Well, they did tell you to buy the Mexican tomatoes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see anything that said Mexican tomatoes.
Yeah, the only thing I could, like I said, I think the green chilies would be good, but.
Well, I wondered, when we were in the store, I thought, do they mean Rotel? But Rotel, it wasn't Rotel, because they wanted you to use a 14 ounce can. Those Rotel cans aren't that big. Those Rotel cans are only they were like 8 or 10 ounces or something like that. So I thought, well, that's definitely not what they're talking about. They're not talking about Rotel.
That's
You have
awesome.
to have that.
That
I
Frank's
like the
Red
cheese.
Hot, some kind of hot sauce, that really bumps it up.
Yes, it adds so much
And
flavor.
then the tortillas.
Yes, and I like the cheese.
The cheese, like I said, if I put a lot more in my...
I'm using different cheese than you, but yeah, I've got a lot more. I've actually got block cheese that we shredded, but it's a good recipe. But just be prepared. I would put it over rice, and I would add something more to it. Even if, like, instead of the maybe add something to the mix, I would add some taco seasoning to it. While it's in the crock pot, I would put a whole envelope of taco seasoning. I don't think it would hurt it a bit. So I do think it has good bones to it. I would just add some stuff to it.
You could even, if you didn't want to put it over rice, which I wouldn't want it over rice, I would much rather have that in a tortilla shell. Like a taco shell.
Oh, I would rather have it that way too.
Put it in a taco shell, and I think you're just going to enjoy it a lot better.
But you know, I'm eating it like this with all this cheese and the taco sauce. I don't even need the Tostitos. I like Tostitos, but it's not even necessary. So
I like the Tostitos even.
I do too, but I mean, you don't have to have it. But I would be prepared. Add some taco sauce, add a taco seasoning packet, add some cheese to it, and you're going to be good to go. But it's definitely a good start.
Yeah, it's a good base.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.